Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome
everybody.
back to Let's Roleplay. Thank you, Bleal. Speaking of Bleal, she's our GM. I'll let her take it from here.
Oh, hello, everyone. I'm joined again by April,
Hi-oh.
who is playing Cassandra, the Victorian lady.
Doc Thorne. Yep.
Kit,
Yo.
who is playing Alfred, the Vietnam veteran guy. Well, I mean, I guess maybe not a veteran, but you know.
Yeah.
Not yet. and you know, and for this first time, Winter.
For my first time on the channel.
Who's playing a blizzard.
Yeah, why don't you introduce your character in basic, Winter?
A brief rundown of my character is that her name is Mai Takahari. She comes from New York during the 1920s with all the mafia speakeasy shit. And speaking of which, haha, I'm not funny. She worked as a bartender for a speakeasy known for having a shotgun that she knew how to use to kick people out.
That's what she's known for.
She is famous for owning a gun in New York in the 1940s.
I can't speak.
In the
People
1920s.
come from miles around to see old lady Takahashi and her famous shotgun.
It's
time to just kill this character all for right now. Anyway.
All right. You fall into a pit of dynamite. No. And Graham has not yet joined us yet because he's too busy watching Star Wars.
Yeah. He's watching Force Awakens for the third time in a row.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Without him, though, we will move on to the City of Mobius, Episode 2, the continuation.
Not really episode 2.
Recording session 2.
Well, session 2 is also episode 2 because technically the last video, we're not going to get into the behind the scenes of why, but the last episode was uploaded as a single episode, as will this episode due to issues involving computers getting sent away for a while.
Oh, sweet.
So,
computer is not working. Sent to Gulag.
Indeed. So, City of Mobius, episode 2. Let's go.
Yes. So, as a brief recap of what happened last time, our heroes found themselves waking up in a trolley that was, going towards a docking bay in an unfamiliar city. They talk with a couple of stewards, basically, get some basic information on the city, and as well as received credits for purchases. They were told to go to what's called the Delta Building, which is a large pyramid building that acts as a hotel for basically all of the residents. And both Cassandra and Alfred made their way towards there, eyeing up the scenery, and met up with a bellhop by the name of Baldred, where they are now heading up to the top floor to find the mayor.
Because we had originally decided we wanted to talk to him because he was the oldest living member of the city, and now we want to talk to him to see if he's in his hotel room, because if we can't talk to him, we're going to break into it for Baldur's sake. Baldred's sake.
It's not Baldur's Gate. No. But, yeah. Anyway, so y'all are wandering through the halls. And we'll introduce mine a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Thorne is excited. This is her first time doing something quite like this. Obviously there's still a chance that this is going to be a nice chit-chat with the mayor, but there's also a chance that we're now going to get involved in a little skullduggery, and that'll be fun. So she's a bit excited. This is a fun change of pace. And yeah. So she's going to yeah. She asks Baldur's because it's been 2 weeks, and I apologize if we're rehashing a little bit of old information. But she asked Baldur's how long he's been here for.
A few years, really. It's hard to remember.
And the citizens, you said that every now and then they go missing? Like, people do leave the city, just very infrequently.
Not really. I mean, there's been occasionally someone has gone missing.
Or died, or...
Well, yeah, death is the more common thing here.
Yes. But there are people who've been here long enough that it seems unusual. Like, people live longer here.
Well, I don't know. As far as I can tell, people, have only been living here for about 10 years.
I see. And so you don't personally know anyone who's been here for longer than 10 years?
Yeah.
Though the mayor, no one seems to have been here longer than the mayor, and so no one can accurately tell how long he's been here. No.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fascinating. Truly.
That's a word.
Oh, please. You have to admit that it's a little bit interesting, and besides, you yourself have admitted the fact that this whole place is a lot better than where you ended up, where you were before we arrived here.
I'm not getting shot. Yes, that's true.
I mean, let's face it, this place could be a better home than the one that either of us left, and I, for one, would like to know everything I can about this place, since it, if it does end up being our home, which it looks like it very well might be, considering the fact that so many people have been incapable of actually leaving in the first place, not that we necessarily even want to, then we might as well try to, learn as much as we can and try and keep an open mind.
True enough. Does Baldred react to her saying that, by the way?
Not really.
Okay. I know that
based
his
on the
goal
look
was
on his
to get
face,
the hell
it's
out.
based on the look on his face, it's a very expected response. Like, as if he's heard it hundreds of times before.
Hundreds of times, eh?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's probably hyperbolization, but
It's curious, because it seems like a lot of people in this city, it does seem like there's a fair few people who seem rather put off by the whole experience. You want to leave. The bellman we initially met when we arrived seemed downright uncomfortable with his place here, and seemed, as if he was ready for just about anything other than, his life here, and yet the receptionist seemed fine, and the mayor obviously doesn't appear to be too put out by the whole situation.
I mean, supposedly the reason why is because there's some kind of rumored punishment. I don't know what it is. Nobody seems to be telling me.
Punishment? For what?
For trying to escape.
Huh.
Interesting.
Do you know anyone who's gone through said punishment?
I have no idea.
Right.
I would imagine any mysterious disappearances might have to do with some sort of authoritarian regime in charge of doling out punishment for those who attempt to escape.
I mean, that could be it. I have no idea. I mean, maybe they
communism
just
land.
actually escaped.
True, but don't you think it's also equally possible that no one's escaped, that no escape is possible, and that all you'd be accomplishing is putting your neck out to, bring down the axe on it?
Well, I mean, I have to try.
Why? What drives you to try to escape so furiously?
I'll tell you later. I don't want to talk about it.
He already did, Doc, don't you remember? He's got family on the outside.
True, but... Well, fair. She doesn't mention the fact that, seeing as how long he's been in here for, that might no longer really be the case.
That's
Especially,
fucked up.
yeah, considering, well, she's being a little bit realistic here. Like,
Oh,
people
yeah.
are coming in from all over the damn place, and it's entirely possible no one's going to ever be able to escape. And even if they do, there's no telling where they'd escape to. It could be at their original home and time period, or somewhere far, far off into the future, or far back into the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, on another line, Baldred, people have been saying how people get assigned jobs and switch through jobs here. What kind of jobs?
Mostly just maintenance. Some people who've been here longer, like Yaba, or that guy over in the market, whatever. They end up kind of getting solidified in their position. Really, like most of the jobs that get cycled through are like low work jobs that anyone can really do. You know, like bell hopping. He briefly looks down at his uniform.
What type of skills do they tend to value? Like, what gets people a more permanent position?
Stuff that most other people can't do. In-depth knowledge about something that's science requirements. Like I know I keep bringing on Viaba, but he's a good example. He's the only guy with any kind of explosives knowledge around here. So that's why he works on fireworks all the time. And there's some people that work in the Clifford sphere that have been staying there for quite a bit. Mostly managerial position because they need to know how to work technology and all that. But yeah.
Indeed. Why
are fireworks so important that they have a permanent position?
I don't know. Just, I guess to get people's hopes up. I mean, they fire off like once a day, so I don't know.
Interesting. I kind of fall back a little bit and say to Alfred, Alfred, with your military background and my scientific expertise, we could probably find ourselves fairly cushy permanent positions in this society.
Alfred gets a wry smile on his face. I doubt that they're really going to go ahead and value military expertise.
Oh, come, don't sell yourself short. Security must be important to these people. They obviously place a relatively high value on it.
Yeah, you remember those Dewmen that you were talking to?
Yes, I remember them.
I'm pretty sure those are the MPs around here, and you didn't even get an answer when you asked if they were human.
That's probably entirely fair.
I mean, mind, I do have some experience with explosives.
Well, maybe this Yaba fellow would be able to give you some sort of proper employment.
Maybe. And I can fix things a bit, but... yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. As you keep walking through the hall on the upper floors, a Asian woman is staring down at a map, upside down, as she's walking through the halls, confused, towards you.
I assume that she's wearing period clothing.
I'm assuming, yeah, you're assumed right. In fact, she looks like one of the people that were in your trolley.
Okay, fair enough.
Hello, sleepyhead.
I assume this is me.
Yes.
Hello there. That's not a good voice. I need to come up with a better one.
Just use a regular voice.
Just use a New York accent. You're from New York.
New York.
I mean, come on. What's the matter with you?
Daddy, what's the matter with you?
Hey, what's the... No.
Hello, dear. How are you doing?
Biddy boppity. How's it going?
Enjoy your
How's
little
it-
nap?
Sleep is always nice. I normally don't get it too much in the nighttime.
She's an Eastern European, Japanese, New Yorker.
Just use regular voice. Just
Alright,
regular
whatever.
voice, Winter. It's fine.
Alright, whatever.
No need to do a voice.
Alright. Yeah, I don't really get too much sleep in the nighttime, considering my previous employment.
Fair enough. Well, whatever your previous employment was, I'm sure we can find. You'll find something equally useful to do around here.
I hope so.
Tell me,
I
are
mean-
you looking for are you looking for someone specifically, or you seem lost?
I was actually kind of looking to see if there was anything around that could use my skills necessarily.
Well, I can't really help you there.
Beldred eases in. You get assigned a job in about 24 hours. I don't think it matters, but...
Okay then, I guess.
You don't need to look around for a
Have you been
Alright.
assigned a
job.
room yet?
Assigned.
I just was assigned a room. Not
Excellent.
too long ago.
And using the power of my mind, I will reach out into yours and pull it out. It is room 217.
Yes, it is the
Yeah.
same room as Trevor.
Okay. How did you...
I am a psychic.
Incredible mental powers aside, it might also have something to do with the fact that you woke up on the same gondola that we did.
Oh, I have...
Do not doubt my astral projection, Doctor.
Oh, far be it from me to question your, incredible psionic ability.
Oh, he is smirking hard at you when he says that.
Oh yeah, no, she's giving you a little smile back, she's like, I'm in on the joke. I know what you're bullshitting.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, why... Do you know why exactly we were all put on a gondola of all things?
Well, we've narrowed it down to we're probably not dead.
And it goes down a
always
mountain.
hopeful. Yeah.
So at this point, we really don't know, aside from the fact that we're hopefully not here as part of some sort of purgatory. So that's nice.
I would prefer to not be dead.
Now, this might seem like a strange question, but when was the last time you remembered?
The last, calendar day I remember is March 3rd, 1923.
And what part of the world did you wake up in?
I lived in New York.
City.
Yes.
In America.
Yes.
I see.
Alfred leans over to the doc. You're outnumbered.
Oh, hush. Suppose you know all about these world wars that keep springing up all over the continent, then?
She'd only know about one of them.
Yeah.
No,
I only know about the Great War. What the fuck are these world wars?
Yeah. Wait, there's multiple world wars? I thought it was just the Great War. The war to end all war.
You see Baldred is kind of smirking too.
Well, she's from the 40s, so she'd actually know the Second World War was happening.
No, he's from the 20s.
Oh, the 20s. Oh, yeah, fuck that. No, yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah.
World War II.
Right, that was good.
World
Yeah,
War
no, that was just the lead
ended.
up to number 2.
Oh, God.
Really. A more full, three-dimensional view on the slow digression of human history.
Nonsense. Technology improved so we could kill each other better.
That's
Bright and shining
fair.
vision for the human race.
Hey.
Yep.
Right. Well, we're off to see the mayor. Don't suppose you'd be interested in saying hello?
Well, without having to look for a job, I guess I should just come along. Maybe we can figure out some answers to what's happened.
Indeed. My name is Dr. Cassandra Thorne. This is my dear friend Alfred Shockley. Shockley.
He kind of waves a little bit.
Yeah. And this is our room server, Baldur's.
Baldred.
Baldred.
Well, nice to meet all three of you. My name is Mai Takahari.
Hey, he holds out his hand to shake.
She reaches over and shakes his hand.
Shall we off then?
I guess we shall.
We're off to see the wizard, the
The
wonderful wizard
mayor
of
of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we continue on our way to meet the wonderful mayor of Mobius.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take too long.
Okay.
Unless you wanted
Don't you
to...
mean the magnificent mayor of Mobes?
God damn it. Yeah. No, we don't want any distractions. We're right up to going off to see the mayor.
Guys, follow me. Set me free. So we can escape from the city.
I was going to go with Follow Me, the song, but fine. Still not a game about goddamn Sonic, by the way, people. Another name can be somewhat off-putting, but it is still not a game about that Mobius.
It's based on the Mobius
Don't even...
script.
Oh yeah, Mobius strip. Yeah, don't even fucking troll with this one. Anyway,
Even as a blue streak speeds by.
God damn
I'm gonna
it.
throw you right out of one of these windows. So we go up to the mayor's door,
Mm-hmm.
and then rap-a-tap-tap.
Rap-a-tap-tap.
Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
You sit there for a bit.
Knock,
You
knock,
knock
knock.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No answer, it seems.
I
Mr. Mayor?
guess he's...
Mr. Mayor?
No answer.
All right, well, he seems to be out. Let's break him.
Alright.
So do either of the two of you have a pair of lockpicks? Or...
Nonsense.
Sorry, I don't.
Okay. He turns to Mai.
No, I don't really have anything at the moment.
Right, and I'm fresh out too.
Anyone have a hairpin?
Sorry.
Here you go. I do have that.
Alright. Now, well, I can lockpick, but Alfred, are you better at it or something? Or
He laughs. No. I wasn't in scrounging.
okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. 'Cause, I'm not the best at it. I only learned a little bit from a couple of buddies at school when I went.
Well, give it your best try. We'll see what happens.
Alright. No, fuck. I rolled that wrong. Okay. I just threw it all the way across my fucking desk. Just lands on the keyboard.
Oh, let me just roll. Throws it out a window.
Yeah, let me just throw this out of a window. It's fine.
If he fails, I have a backup strategy.
That's fine.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, no, he just barely failed.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was enough where it didn't quite break it, but it's kind of bent out of shape.
Yeah. So Dark Thorn goes, all right. Well, luckily for you boys, I have something that might be able to help us out. Is going to need a few small household items.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, all right, I need the hair clips. I'm going to need a piece of chewing gum or sticky substance, a small pieces, any cogs or pieces from a watch, and if anyone has a pencil or a pen.
Mm-hmm.
She holds out her hands for people to give her these things.
Oh yeah, that would give
just kind of blinks.
Yeah.
What?
Right. All right. Half a moment. She gets to work using her inventor quality.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
That is a total of, let's see, your brains plus mechanics. Did I not give her mechanics? That was incredibly stupid of me. I didn't give myself mechanics. Wow, that was really dumb. Well, this is going to be at a penalty then. Luckily, that was a decent roll, so this should hopefully still work. Let's see here. That is.
Can a person be helped in an inventor thing by someone who actually does have mechanics?
Yes. I will say yes.
Okay, good. Let's see if I can make that happen then.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you give me a hand with that? Because that's probably.
So that's brains plus mechanics, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be just shy.
No, it's not. Take a +5.
Hooray! That's just barely success. That's literally like
Yay,
22.
what do you make?
A small lock forcing device.
Oh, sweet.
I can only do this once an hour, and they can't do anything particularly, useful. Like you can do like one small task, but so I'm going to create a very small device that will basically break the lock. Oh, and Morath will be joining us in just a second.
Oh.
That's good.
Yay!
So, which is a shame because this is exactly what his character was built to do. But this the little machine rattles to life. She winds it up using a little pocket watch, clock turner, and then the thing, and then places it against the door. It jams the pencil in. The pencil breaks. The machine falls to pieces, and the lock opens.
I never suspected such a device could actually function in the first place.
Well, it may have gotten me kicked out of my little tinkering hobbies may have lost me the respect of many of my colleagues, but let never be said that a resourceful woman cannot accomplish great things.
Wow.
Of course.
Yeah.
Alfred just looks at one of the cogwheels from the watch. Oof. Huh.
Poor Rolex.
Yeah, she.
Hey, glad I didn't volunteer my watch for that.
She pushes the door open. Shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
And Morath has entered the call.
Yay! Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
We're gonna. I'm gonna. Let's introduce Morat's character if he actually is here and talking.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce your character in basic before we?
In basic?
Yes.
Yeah. Just let me pull it up real quick.
Instead of introducing the character now, we could always have the character be introduced when we actually see them.
Yeah.
I just want to get his character's name.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm trying to locate it because I forgot where I placed the actual character sheet.
The door very slowly creaks open.
Very slow. So slow. It's slow.
Look at this door.
It's like we're in bullet time.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like a Kubrick film.
Oh god, yes.
Just like
very
5 minutes of the door
zoom
opening.
on this door is it very
Okay,
slowly.
here's your fucking character sheet, my dude.
Okay, so Russell Bobby Clark is our final character.
That's his name. All right. The door finally decides to speed up. It's swinging open, and
it's open.
Yay! And inside you see a man who's rummaging through some of the cabinets and shit.
Oh, hello, Mr. Mayor. Apologies for the door.
This is your character.
Yes. Hello. Sorry. You caught me at a weird time.
You're not a mayor, by the way. I'm just gonna.
Mayor?
You're not the mayor. I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah. No, I'm not the mayor.
Oh, in that case, stop thief.
Not really thieving at the moment either, but
Well, you broke into
Just
the mayor's
trying
office. That's rather suspicious, isn't it?
I was trying to figure out kind of what's going on. I mean,
Alfred
I guess
just starts
it's just,
laughing.
like why the mayor wasn't here, for instance.
My joints
Nice.
and
So you
almost
decided
laugh.
to break into the mayor's office. That's very rude of you.
The door was unlocked.
No, it wasn't.
How did you get in here then?
We had to
Psychic powers!
psychic powers. Yes. My dear friend here is a powerful psychic.
Alfred waves. For the record, he is dressed in a Vietnam helicopter pilot's uniform.
Huh. And I thought I was dressed strangely.
What are you dressed like, by the way?
I am in a brown long coat with and underneath that is a like dark brown 3-piece suit with a with a small cap to contain my hair.
Well then.
Oh, seems no one else decided to follow the dress code.
There's a dress code.
Doc Thorne points to her own uniform, which is the same style as all the other people who are working here.
Oh, a scandalous one.
Oh, shush you. She turns kind of red at that, like... Look, you were the one who said that these things were perfectly fine for the day and age that you come from.
Oh, and they absolutely are. But you don't think so.
You're an ass.
Yes, I've got one of those.
I hadn't noticed.
It is rather flat.
Yeah, she's just like red and starts like kind of like looking at a random portrait on the wall. At any rate, sir,
Then.
Yes.
if you're not here breaking in, then what exactly brought you here, and why do you look so familiar? Were you on the gondola that brought us in?
I may have been. It was a weird time for me.
Waking up earlier today on the gondola.
Okay, yeah, I was asleep though for the most of it, but
I recall.
yeah, but I did wake up there this morning. As far as that, I don't know where I am. I mean, I haven't seen any newspapers that I can find.
Well, this is the city of Mobius, as far as we can tell.
Alfred looks back and forth between Mai and what is your character's name again, Graham?
Bobby.
I have not introduced myself.
Okay.
On
So
purpose.
he goes, all right, so awake ones, sleeping beauty, and sleeping not so much.
Ow.
But yeah, no. So as far as we can tell, as a city of Mobius, fine. They gave me some money when they discharged me or whatever happened, but this does not look like any place I've been.
No, this would be the mayor's office. I imagine it probably wouldn't look much like the rest of the city.
Well, is he here?
Well,
Is it
You
your-
tell us,
through his
we
desk,
think-
I imagine he is.
At this,
Yeah,
Alfred goes and
like-
turns and presents Baldred. This is the mayor.
Oh, yes.
Baldric.
Yeah, please
Baldridge.
introduce yourself to
God
us,
damn it!
Baldridge.
Why does everyone not know it's Baldred?
Because everybody else has seen Blackadder.
Well, I'm gonna forget about Blackadder. How about that? There you go.
To be fair, I haven't said it yet, so I haven't had the chance to fuck it up.
Yeah, Bobby, to you, it's very clear that Baldred isn't isn't dressed like a mayor would be. He's dressed like a bellhop.
Right. And I'm the Queen of England.
No, you're not.
Well, how do you do, Your Majesty?
Like.
Look,
All right.
whoever you are, we're not going to get anywhere if we keep dancing around these things. So why don't we start by introducing ourselves?
Okay. You can call me Bobby for now.
Bobby. How?
Isn't that what... Are you a cop or something? Because that's what we call the cops.
What?
Yes,
No,
what people in New
it's
York
a
call
nickname.
cops, the Bobbies.
Or am I just completely wrong?
Like-
I might be...
You're
That's the
thinking of
British
England.
slang.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah,
Bobby.
I'm just gonna go,
Hey, what's up with these Bobbies over here, over there?
Wait.
Oh yeah, we call
Who
them
calls
cops.
cops
That's
Bobbies?
right.
The English.
That's actually a London slang thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ah, no.
Like, really far off.
Where's my phone? Why is it? Oh, there it is. I'm so sorry about this audio.
It's quite alright. So anyway, yeah. So Bobby then. Very rustic name. Very nice. And you are from. You know, when you woke up, the last thing you remember? Do you remember the date? Where you were?
Well, it was 1930s, and I was ripped out of the middle of a procurement.
Oh, you're a tradesman then.
Of a sort.
I see.
Uh,
Well, Bobby,
Yeah.
my name is Dr. Thorne. This here is May and Alfred, and you've met Baldridge.
Baldred.
Baldred.
Fucking damn it. I'm so angry.
At this point, I think it's actually a character quirk for Doc Thorne.
God damn it.
Screwing up
But yeah.
things. Never mind.
So, let's see. But do we know why we're here at any point?
Well, we're not dead. I think
Different.
that's the one thing we're pretty much all on the same page about. Aside from that, though, no idea at all.
Alright.
We were hoping to have a word with the mayor, or at the very least a quick look around the office, but seeing as how you seem to have beaten us to it,
Find anything good while ransacking the place? Sorry,
ransacking.
procuring the place?
I wasn't procuring anything. Look, I don't... Anyway, look. I mean, I'd just gotten here not long before you guys arrived. So no, I haven't done anything yet. If that makes sense.
Alfred just nods. Yeah, you're like our scrounger.
Scrounger?
What a lively
Scrounger.
little group we have put together here.
Well. Anyhow,
Well, while you're getting acquainted with each other, I'm gonna go off to the other room and go look around.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we might as well have a quick look round and get out before anyone comes to look at this place.
Yeah.
It seems the mayor's office is a
Sweet.
bit of a hub.
It seems so. For
Yeah.
All right. Investigating montage. Hearts on fire, strong desire.
Come on, everyone. Roll me a. Is there no
Notice.
investigation skill?
There's a
Notice?
notice skill.
Oh, it's just a notice? Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
That's
Roll
plus
me
notice.
give me 1 second.
Holy crap.
Wow, I'm rolling a lot of 5s and 6s today. Well, I mean, for a sample size of 2 rolls, but still.
I'm rolling really terrible today.
Let's see here.
Oh,
Well, it's good that you're the GM, because that means we're less likely to die.
Oh yeah. I said
How's
I'm
a
rolling
26
really
like
terribly.
ya?
Yeah.
24.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez, this is not great.
I rolled
got
2
15, I
nines.
failed.
I'm kind of surprised.
Oh, wait, I got 19. Still failed.
20.
I have to look up the
Just a near
roll
fail.
difficulty. The roll difficulty.
20 is average, and then it's in increments of, I believe, 3.
3? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for more or less difficult.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, I rolled a 20. But,
Okay. So, wow, you all seem to do really well. The only person that didn't do well is Beldred. Beldred, rummaging through a bunch of the dressers and stuff, isn't able to find anything. Meanwhile, the rest of you end up fairly easily sliding one of the what is it, the dresser desks or whatever, the side tables that you have next to your bed in a hotel, and finding a wall safe there. I mean, not only that, but the fairly obvious what is it, filing cabinets that are strewn about the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I assume that your device cannot do the same again for this
no,
lock.
unfortunately, it broke, and also is
Yeah, holds
not
up
really-
a bent cogwheel.
yeah. Besides, my little tricks like this are more designed for small, simple, sorts of situations. Not so much a safe.
You find anything?
Well,
you need,
nothing exceptionally helpful.
Alright, I guess.
We should probably think about leaving.
He walks out of
Back
the other
where we
room.
put them.
Yeah.
we could get into the safe. I mean, that's a thing.
How would you propose doing that?
Blowing the hinges off of it.
Darth Thorn just kind of like rubs her face a little bit and says, "Do you know how many people are in this hotel?
No.
Do you know that this hotel is apparently the hub and sleeping place of everyone who lives in this city?"
I just told you I woke up that long ago and know practically nothing.
Right.
Bobby, that
well,
was a
then let me
rhetorical
fill you in on
question.
some key details. This hotel is the living space of just about everyone who lives in this city. We are in the mayor's office, a place that certainly has some form of security and probably, higher level officials living in relatively near proximity. We are, at this moment, trying to avoid angering the mayor, seeing as how it is entirely possible the mayor is disappearing people who try to escape from the city. Blowing up something in the mayor's office and leaving clear and unhideable evidence that someone had been, tampering with his things would probably be the worst possible thing we could do.
Mm.
Right
Fair
behind
enough.
actually
I
doing
mean-
this in the first place, now that I come to think of it. Let's lead him out.
I mean, you guys are asking if somebody could get us in, and that was the question. But that being said, you do have a point.
I suggest we leave and try and reorganize everything to get it as...
Alfred is already pushing the thing back to hide the the wall safe.
Right.
I was trying to help.
Yes, what Alfred's doing.
Alright.
I run over to assist with putting all the desks and everything back in place.
Yeah.
Alfred's sifting through the filing cabinet. not paying attention.
Yeah, Cassandra walks over and like closes the filing cabinets with a click. We are leaving.
No, but I need to grab one thing though.
Tell you what, if you want to go ahead and grab one thing, be our guest. We're gone.
Au revoir, Balders.
Okay, whatever. Fine. I'll drop it.
Yeah, I like he'd actually have to reopen the safe in order to,
It wasn't a safe. It was
or the filing
cabinet.
cabinet. Yeah, that's what I meant. The filing cabinet. And Thorn had kind of like kept a hand on it to prevent him from reopening it. And now that he's agreed, she, hurries out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
you all file out of the room. You're really quick.
Yep.
And close the door
A quick
behind us.
open and close of metal, and then he rushes out.
Yeah, I give him a dirty look. Whatever trouble you're getting yourself into with this, I don't want any part of it.
Okay.
And we're happy to help you investigate, but if you're going to start stealing things from the mayor's office, then you're going to be doing it on your own.
Yeah, I get it. You upheld your end of the thing. I'm gonna uphold mine. All right. Let's take a tour of everything around here. Where do you want to go first? I mean, you have the map, so.
I think I'm going to go and try and find the mayor and have a word with him. He seems to be over at this power plant, according to the lady at the front desk.
I thought that was the STEM building.
Or the STEM building, yes. Sorry.
STEM building? You sure?
Well, yes, that's where the mayor is. That's where we need to go and find him.
All right.
I would recommend you not join us, considering the fact that you are probably holding something that you'd rather not be caught holding.
Yeah. All right.
Alfred puts his hand on Doc's shoulder. Doc, they were kind of specific about when he's at the STEM building, people don't see him.
I suppose you're right. Maybe we'll try somewhere else. But
let's get the lay of the land.
All right, we'll take a walk around the area. Baldur's, it's been a pleasure, but I think we'll take it from here.
All right. I'll see you around.
Alright. Goodbye.
Yeah. All right. He kind of sits there as y'all walk away, heading obviously down the building. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
As we walk, I ask the others, how much do you believe him?
I think I can throw him further.
I tend to try and think the best of people, but something about that man rubs me the wrong way.
Well, being fair, I think he's honest about what he wants to do to try and get out and all that sort of thing. I also think that he's probably a bit too obsessed with it and is likely to cause a bunch of trouble in his trying to get out of here.
You're probably right. I just don't want... she's about to say, either of us, and then kind of looks around to the other two and says, any of us to end up getting caught up in something because of him. We all just arrived here, and there's no reason for us to get killed because we, happen to, try to lend a hand to the wrong person.
Yeah, that would not be preferable.
She actually looks at there too and asks, I haven't had much of a chance to talk to either of you yet, and this is something that might be worth understanding about each other right off the bat. That man, Baldur's, he's interested
Baldred.
Baldred. Yeah, that's in character, by the way.
I love
Yes,
this.
I think that was in
great.
character too.
Yeah, he's been
This
playing.
is now an in-character thing.
Yeah. No, yeah. He wants to leave the city of Mobius. He wants to get back to where he originally came from. As far as I'm concerned, that's a thin hope at best, since even if he did manage to escape, which we have no evidence that he could, there's no telling where he'd end up back in. As far as I'm concerned, I personally would rather be here than where I came from myself, and I believe Alfred feels relatively the same, considering the unfortunate situation that he left his original time period in.
He kind of rocks his hand back and forth. You could say that.
But Bobby, Miss Takahara, Hari, fucking Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
yes.
These
Nay.
Oriental names are so hard to pronounce.
Just call me Mai. Just call me Mai.
You haven't said one way or the other as to what you personally would like to do. Are you interested in trying to leave the city, or are you interested, like us, in trying to just find a nice, comfortable place where we can live a better life than the one we left behind?
I mean, I pretty much lived my life underground. I was cooped up in a bar, selling drinks to people who cared too much for drinking, and prohibitively had issues with home life because of the drinking. So, this seems like a pretty nice place. I wouldn't mind staying here, at least for a good long while.
And Mr. Bobby?
I mean, as of right now, I'm just trying to trying to scope out the surroundings.
I see.
Just, it's one of those things that, you know, if we're gonna need a get, we'll get a get, but that's not what I'm looking for at the moment.
I see. I ask only because I feel like it would be important for us to know right now if, you know, what each of us is hoping to achieve. If burning bridges is something that each of us is willing to do with the people who live in the city. For me and Alfred, and it seems for May as well, at very least, that is not saying that we are willing to do. We want to be able to have a home here. Bobby, if you disagree with that, then it might behoove you to talk with Baldrid, and, you know, figure out a means of escape.
Do we know why they want to leave?
He has a family. Unlike the rest of us, or at least some of the rest of us, he has more to gain from leaving than he does staying.
Well, as of right now, I have no plans one way or the other. But I'll let you know when it comes to that. Or not, if you guys would rather not be associated with the leaver. If I decide to leave, I'll go else. I will just go elsewhere.
Understood. Right then. Well, since we
We're going to all get really familiar with each other's faces, at least for the moment.
Indeed. The time being, though, let us onward to see about the to see the rest of the city.
I don't have the map on me, but I can tell you what buildings are there.
Sure.
So there is the Omega Arch, which is very nearby, which is where you were told about Yaba. The center of the city on your map is where the Clifford's entertainment sphere is. You heard briefly about him talking about... Thank you for that, by the way.
No worries.
You heard Baldrid talk briefly about some people with technical skill living there. You also heard about the power place, the STEM building, which obviously is probably not a place you want to go. Then there's the market area, which is much closer to where you started at, over by the gondolas. And and then one part on the map is somewhere through through the jungle a bit, but seems to be a building there as well.
Let's go to
That's the one that's marked Temple, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, I'm
Doctor?
thinking we go and speak with this Yabo gentleman. Seeing as he's one of the few people who has a permanent position here, he might be someone to talk to try and figure out, if we can find a permanent position ourselves, if any of us have any skills that they would find potentially useful.
I mean, without talking to the mayor, he's likely a good person who would know.
That's my way of thinking at the very least.
Alright.
To Yabo
Yeah.
in the fireworks factory.
So yeah, in the Omega Arch.
Indeed.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So
The fireworks
y'all,
factory.
it takes a little bit of time, but you finally make your way back down to the lobby. I imagine you briefly introduced your room to everyone, so that they actually know where
Show
it is.
them where the room is, yeah.
Yeah. And you start making your way down. You see this very large arch in the distance, with that basically goes over a very large, shallow lake with fountains strewn about within it.
All right.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. This place looks lovely. Let's head inside or head over to it.
Oh yeah. You make it the base of one of the arches, and it looks like there is. When were elevators invented?
All of us would be familiar with them, actually.
Okay.
Okay. This is an elevator that looks to be, at least from, from the time period that you're from, Alfred. I mean, it
Okay.
at least looks like a something that would be from the 70s or maybe a little later. But yeah.
Fascinating.
They seem to have redesigned and made it look a little bit nicer.
Press the up arrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever arrow there is.
It seems
Yeah.
that where whoever designed this city came from around, or at least not too long after your home time period.
Definitely after.
My character is very seriously it's kind of extremely upscale to what his time period. So he's kind of looking at it in awe.
Huh. Okay, I just took a look here. Apparently, the first ever electric elevator was built in 1880.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Yeah. When I was a young girl, I went there and I saw the unveiling of the first electric elevator.
It was in Germany.
I crossed the pond to see the unveiling of the first electric elevator when I
That's
was still in
fascinating.
university. It was a beautiful day, wonderful discovery, wonderful invention.
The best.
No longer would we be forced to climb stairs like our ancient ancestors.
For the record, that's just the first electric one.
Yeah.
The initial safety system that really made modern elevators was in 1853.
Wow. It was
Wow.
wonderful, though. Wonderful. No more pulleys, no more cranks, no more machinery. It was all going to be electricity from here on out. The future.
Yeah, we moved
That's-
over to hydraulics.
Damn it. Future, though.
Oh, that's beautiful.
God.
Well, this is exciting.
Oh, wow. So, just for more historical background, it was in 1900 that the first entirely automated elevator was available. It wasn't until 1945 that they caught on.
Huh.
Nice. Also, I would have just missed the first flight. I was just before the first flight.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
That's
that's
interesting.
a shocker. But yes, so I would have loved to see it too if I'd been left behind. But is what it happens.
Anyway, you
yeah.
hear the ding of the
Ding.
as the doors to the elevator open.
Right.
There's a soft, there's very soft music playing in there.
Oh, isn't this lovely?
When did they start putting music in these things?
It's pretty much always been this way.
I'm gonna give you a no. Definitely not. Look.
Let's see.
They head inside the elevator and start going up.
37 actually apparently was when Muzak became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
1937 or?
Oh no, sorry, even earlier.
1837.
No.
Back in 1837, we had ourselves.
Muzak has been a registered trademark since 54. Telephone care. Okay, so the earliest patents for this sort of thing was in the 1920s.
My favorite part is the fact that we're
The
now
far
looking
future.
at the history of the
Yeah.
elevator.
The far future date of 1920 when Muzak was first introduced into electro elevators. My God.
means
the
Bobby
future's
37
yes,
was
there
when it
would be-
expanded into multiple cities.
Yeah.
Which
Because
means
Warner
there
Brothers
would be
bought the
music.
Muzak division.
Yeah, which means there would be music in elevators for you, Bobby.
But Arthorne's like, good lord, this future. This incredible future tech.
Only in New York.
Yes!
Oh,
Yeah, so we
wait, what do you mean 1920s gal? You wouldn't know shit.
Well, if it was in 1920s, then...
No, it was in the 1930s.
Oh,
Yeah.
40s. Then never mind, screw it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I
all-
think both of you miss out on it by virtue of geography and time period.
Well done.
That's funny.
Either way,
Either
there is
way.
only one floor aside from the one that you're on,
Bing.
which seems to be the top of the archway. Yeah.
Reminds me of when I went to St. Louis.
Mhm.
Always wanted to go to see the Americas, but never had the chance. Anyway, so we find this Yabber fellow.
Well, you as you go up in the elevator, since basically the archway is covered in windows on the side,
Yeah.
you go up and you see a overlooking view of the city. It's pretty beautiful, actually. Like, and based on your area that you're around, the sun's position goes from moving, somewhat quicker than regular time is, to moving slower and slower as you reach the top. You also notice basically the gondolas that, or the place where you went from the gondola, has the line from the gondola seems to go up into the clouds.
Well, that's a little bit more of a ride than I thought we were having.
Good lord.
That's...
About how high up is the Omega Arch?
It's shit.
For the record, the St. Louis Arch is 630 foot.
It's like the St. Louis Arch is what I
Okay.
based it on. But
Okay. And for the record, I'm the only one who would know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow,
It was completed in
elevator.
65.
an elevator that goes in a curve. That's the other thing you notice.
By
That it,
George.
yeah.
Yeah. That is a shocker for sure.
And how far from the top of the arch is the cloud deck?
Cloud deck.
Yeah, where do the clouds start?
Oh, the clouds seem to be still above you.
By how much?
Not too far.
Okay.
Good lord.
Yeah.
I thought Big Ben was
Light
large.
sailing in this city isn't much.
I hope none of you are scared of heights.
I'm a pilot.
Yeah. Not one bit. my character isn't. I am, but I will fearlessly stepping out to go and find this this gentleman we're trying to find.
We'll do City of Mobius VR, and we'll see what happens.
There might be a little bit of
April
clinging
isn't
on
afraid of
to
heights. It's
like
just the long fall with the sudden stop at the bottom.
Yeah, that's the real worry.
There might be a little bit of a clinging onto like a guardrail if there are any, which I assume there are.
Just an elevator. What do you expect? I mean,
Yes.
yeah. You hear the ding as you reach the top. Whichever one of you is scared, probably about to piss their pants, but yeah. Now you're at the top. It's pretty nice there. Yeah, not super large though.
I'm going to go ahead and... I assume there are windows and such?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a look around town to kind of go ahead and focus myself and get the idea of, okay, I've seen the map, now I want to actually see what it's like from the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And see if I can see anything that looks particularly interesting when looking out over the city.
I mean, one thing that you notice is, you may not have paid attention to this before, but there seems to be like a weird island off in the distance on the water. Although you don't know where the water really ends.
Okay, so the water is definitely beyond any horizon line or such.
Yeah.
The island, how far out is it?
It's actually fairly close. If you've gone on like a boat or a paddle boat, or you're a really good swimmer, you could probably swim out to it. It's kind of like how far Alcatraz is from the main.
Okay.
Oh. Is it relatively still water? Just asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
cool.
like crystal clear still water.
That's shocking.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The sun glinting off of it.
So about 1.25 miles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I should add that it's starting to get darker now.
Yeah.
So it's starting to
Fine.
put sun.
Yeah, Alfred goes ahead and does a measurement. Well, that's a bit of a swim. Is there anything on the island?
It's a bit hard to see, but you might you
I have
feel
good
you might
eyesight.
be able to make. Okay, well,
Do you want me to
now
roll
that you
for this?
say that, yeah, sure,
Okay, sense plus notice, yes?
yeah.
Okay.
48. No.
It's not that good, but this is one of the things that he's better at.
Mm-hmm.
So... 31?
Oh, well.
31.
It was also a good roll.
Jesus, yeah, dude, you fucking have eagle eyes.
He's a helicopter scout pilot. This is
Okay, yeah, I
one of
know.
the things
but-
he does.
Yeah, I know, but you look over the horizon at the island. I mean, it's not over the horizon, but whatever. You look upon the water, and you can make out buildings that are on the island, and it has some of the jungle that like jungle foliage, like the actual jungle on the other side of the arch has, but the island does seem to have actual buildings on it.
He actually, at this point, he pulls out the kneeboard map and looks to see if he's got a map that has water in that, just not marked there, or it just is not on the map that he'd been given.
The map does show the island. However, it doesn't actually show. It doesn't show any buildings on it.
Okay, so at that point, he's going to, pull out a pen and start writing on the map, trying to do his best to estimate in the buildings that are on the island,
Yeah.
and put a question mark there.
Well, you do that. The rest of you, I imagine, are looking around.
Yeah.
I'm
Wanna
looking to,
roll for that?
I'm looking to find our contact here.
Yeah. Well, if you look down the hall, which basically this is a large hall, I'm going to call it a hall and not a room, because it's basically a very large hallway. Yeah, you see a man who's basically resting on one of the bars, looking out the window.
Yeah, I make a direct beeline for him.
You fucking sprint.
Yeah, that is like
Terminator running.
Doc Thorne, she's going in for the tackle.
I charge towards him.
She pulls out a gun and
through
shoots him in the
air
head.
and attach him to the ground.
Jesus.
Like a quick punch to the head to knock him unconscious, and then taking his clothes. No, I go over and wave to him. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Are you Yarbo?
Yeah, Yaba.
Yabo. Yes. Hello, sir.
Hi, I'm Ishu Yaba.
Of course. My name is Dr. Cassandra Thorne. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Hi.
I offer him a hand.
He takes it cautiously. You notice that he is also Asian. I was going to say Oriental to be in your character,
No,
but that would have been
that's
weird.
fine. You don't need to do that.
He looks an awful lot like your other companion here from the speakeasy. No.
We have some Yankees, some Orientals, and all we now need is. Nope, not even going to finish that sentence.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm not going to fucking say it. Anyway, so yeah,
do it, April.
No, God, no, God, no, no. I just shake his hand and say, "Yes, Dr. Thorne, pleasure to meet you."
Hi.
Me and my companions are new arrivals to the city. We are looking for, for a bit of permanent employment to see if our particular skills might be useful to the community.
I mean, what skills do you have?
Well, I myself am I'm a doctor, not a medical doctor, a scientific doctor, though I have I have a breadth of knowledge in just about any field you could hope to think of. I'm a, scientist, though apparently my science is somewhat out of date at this point, but I am an expert at the human mind and at the methods of treating its ailments and dysfunctions.
I see.
A psychoanalyst, if you will.
Aha.
You might use the word alienist for yourself.
An alienist, yes. I am an alienist, a researcher of the human mind and its healthy and unhealthy forms.
Well, good for you.
Indeed. I figure with all the depression and, ill humor going around these parts, it might be advantageous to have someone skilled in the tending of the mind. I do not have all of my equipment with me, but I'm sure we could work out some way of forming some sort of clinic.
I guess. I guess. What do you want me to do with this?
Well, you are, something of an authority here, I've been told. I was hoping you might be able to help me in talking to the right people to get something like that put in place. As well, my companions are... Well, Alfred is a military man and a quite a strapping young lad as well. He'd certainly be very helpful to anyone in need of security or...
He's military, huh?
Indeed, yes.
What military?
The United States Armed Forces during a conflict out in the eastern regions.
You see a bit of a disgust on his face.
Yes. Not during
States.
the World War, I should say. During a time after the World Wars had concluded.
Well then.
And my name is Mike Takahari. I am known for a deft hand in all forms of ways.
At least one more Japanese person here. Oh, oh my goodness.
Oh, you're from the Japanese Isles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
I
very
am.
fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, just like your friend, I was a military person.
Oh, really? That's wonderful. You two must have so much in common.
I think at about this point, this is when Alfred walks up.
Oh, hello, American.
Hello.
Hi.
Our
Well then.
friend Yabo here is a military man, much like yourself. He's from the island of Japan.
Alfred raises an eyebrow, seeing very much that Yaba is not enthused with this.
Yeah. Yeah, as you can tell, Yaba
He then
occasionally clears
turns
his
and
throat.
looks at Yaba and shrugs.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the only reason you came up here is for job hunting?
Well, we were hoping to find ways of making ourselves useful to the community.
I also wanted to take a look at the layout here.
That's fair. The view is really nice.
I would definitely
It's,
agree.
He points at the island. What's the complex that's over there, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Really. I just don't know. I try not to go too far away from where I need to be.
Try not to rock the boat, as it were.
Don't tip the arch over.
That too. Look at this, we're all bonding.
Anyway, Alfred, kind of puts his hand on the back of his neck. So I understand you're the person who's in charge of the fireworks here?
Yes. In fact, you're kind of right in time. In a few minutes, I'm going to be setting them off again.
Splendid.
What setup do you have going on here?
Shit. Me out of character, don't know shit about fireworks.
We have fireworks. They explode and are very pretty.
Insert babble about fireworks.
Yeah, Alfred will babble back about, different fusing, ignition systems, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby is going to raise his eyebrow at this, and then nod appreciatively at the kind of information that the two are exchanging.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly familiar with the Hydra 70 mil free flight rockets that we hang on our helicopters, but I played around with these back on the ranch.
Yeah. They really want to go for spectacular. I don't know where they get all of these, but it's at least something.
Not that hard to make.
He looks at you. What?
Fireworks, they're not that difficult to make. I mean, all you need is a little bit of paper, some way to compress the gunpowder into it, some kind of wicked
A willingness
fuse.
to not lose fingers.
I don't think you understand
that's-
how many fireworks are.
Alfred's face lights up in appreciation. Ooh, this is gonna be good.
He motions and opens and slides open a glass door that's a part of the window. There's a very narrow balcony along the edge of the top of the arch.
Alfred points at it.
This way.
You mind?
Of course. Let's go.
No, he's speaking to Yaba.
No, it's fine.
He hops out there absolutely fearlessly and starts examining everything.
Yeah. Thorn follows and just happily kind of just walking along the thing with her arms out. Ooh, this is fun.
Now, you might want to make sure to hang on pretty tightly. He climbs up like a rung ladder on the wall.
Yeah.
And climbs on top of the arch.
Following suit.
It's pretty windy up here, by the way.
That's fine.
This actually makes Alfred happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
The wind in my face.
On. Yeah.
Dr. Thorne is just pleased as punch to have this opportunity to see some interesting fireworks. So she's climbing up, just hand after hand, not even thinking about how high up she is.
Mm-hmm. What about Bobby?
He's gonna wait until nobody's looking and pocket a firework.
I think we're going up to the fireworks, not that they are down here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Then, well, I mean, if we're around them close enough to touch, then I will grab one.
Mm-hmm. When you all climb on top, you see that the entire roof has basically one long line of fireworks.
Oh my. How much gunpowder do you have here at the city?
I have no idea. They just give me a shipment, tell me to set it up every day, and set it off.
Fascinating. And where did you get this job?
Where did I get it?
Yes. How are your particular skills recognized and your value to the community established?
Did no one tell you already?
No.
Well, a day after you come here, you take, I guess, a test, and after you take this test, they match up your skills with a preferred job. No one was qualified for managing fireworks in the entertainment area. I don't know if you could see it. It's kind of small, but that building over there is the ice rink. That one's a theater.
Oh my.
Marks start getting made on the map.
And those ones I haven't been to, so I can't really tell you. But
Question mark.
yeah. But yeah, it's kind of a fulfilling job, if I'm going to be honest.
It seems that way. I hope only to find a job half as fulfilling as you find this.
Yeah, Bobby. You can roll a sleight of hand roll if you
28.
Want. Wow.
Oh.
Is there some beer right there?
This is one of the few things that I'm good at.
28, huh? All right. Oh man, I'm so not used to Skype's new UI.
Yeah,
It's so weird to me. All right, I have to roll a notice on him.
Should we all take a
Oh my
notice?
god, the only time I roll well is when I'm with a character with low stats in that, too. Makes no sense. I don't.
Do I notice?
What was your roll, by the way?
28.
Oh, okay. You.
Mine
He was close. He was close. But yeah, you successfully pocket a firework, and nobody seems to notice, unless anyone else beat it.
Alfred noticed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
It's up to you for whether or not you want to point that out.
No, he does not point it out, but he does raise his eyebrow at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It is really nice up here once you take some breaths and don't feel like you're gonna fall.
Yeah. It is. It's nice. I worked in infantry, so getting some fresh air is a bit nice.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Where I grew up before I found myself here, I was living on kind of a mountain town, and
Rough business.
Yeah, well, it was nice. I stayed there with everyone I grew up with and sort of was able to overlook the scenery from a high place. So this kind of gives me nostalgia for it.
I just gives a smile at this.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. I doubt I'm going to get the chance to fly again.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. You notice that it's dark, and like it's dark. Like the sun finally has gone down, but he hasn't pulled the he hasn't activated the fireworks yet.
Tell me, Yabo, when do you think the mayor will be back in his residence?
The mayor?
Mayor, yes.
I don't know. I mean, he might be back soon. He might be back later. I have no idea. Again, I try to keep to my own place. I'm not an idiot like Baldred.
Yes, we've met him.
Yeah.
Quite a character.
Has he tried to get you in on his whole escape plan?
Oh, so that's not a new development, then I take it.
Well, did he mention a punishment?
He alluded to one.
Yeah. You see, take it from a veteran like me. He's tried to escape at least 10 times now.
Good lord.
10 times.
And he still has enough mental fortitude to keep going.
Well, the thing is, when you get caught, everyone, we don't mention it to him, but we think that his memory gets about it.
Ah.
Oh.
So, I think it's something, I think the reason why he kind of whispers, even though there is no feasible reason for there to be any recording device or camera up here. The reason why I think is so that he can keep making the same mistakes over and over again. I mean, after all, he always goes up. He always tries to break into the mayor's office so he can get a picture of his sister.
The mayor's sister or his own
No,
sister?
no. Aldred's sister.
And that's where he always fails?
I try not to keep up with Valdred after that. But the farthest he's gone has been making his way into the STEM building.
He's going to break...
Has he created any explosions before?
No, I don't think he has. I've made sure that he doesn't bring any explosives.
Well, he
Right.
seems to have some lockpicking abilities, so that's probably how.
Yeah. Don't be too hard on him, by the way. And if you see him after his memory gets wiped inevitably, don't be too mean on him.
Of course not. What is the punishment?
I think the punishment is just having your memory wiped. I mean, after all, I think part of why he gets his sister's pictures so that he can remember what she looks like.
It's hardly a punishment.
Eh,
You
You
know,
don't
a
know.
life without the ability to accomplish anything, stuck in a loop. You know, constantly.
Yeah, but he doesn't know it.
He doesn't, but the existential horror of it is quite
Not something that impinges on him.
true. But
It's
I
an
mean, every
example,
single-
I'll give you that.
every single time I see him, though, he looks a little worse for wear, though. So,
it might just be a degrading effect of what they're doing to him, though it seems a very humane punishment, I will admit.
yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. I've seen worse myself.
It seems as if they don't really want to hurt him as much as just prevent him from accomplishing his plans. In a way, it might even be a kindness, though I personally would hate to end up in that sort of cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bobby.
Alfred frowns
Yes.
and walks over towards the doctor and whispers,
Bobby.
Doc.
Yes.
I said Doc, not Bobby.
No.
No, there's two conversations happening.
Yeah, I was gonna do it after you have your quick thing with Don.
Doc, it might not be the same loop if he's got the plan to blow up the power plant like that. This could be escalating.
That's true. We might need to step in and stop him from doing anything rash.
At least keep an eye on it.
Indeed.
Anyway, Bobby,
Yes.
I noticed you're interested in the fireworks. Do you work with fireworks from where you're from?
Not fireworks, but I worked in demolitions.
Oh, so you're a construction worker.
Procurement specialist.
Oh, see. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was quite famous back in my time.
I have no idea who you are. But I'm sure you are good. Then again, you could all be lying about whatever you are. I wouldn't know the difference.
It's not like anybody would know.
Yeah.
Hearing that, Alfred looks at his jumpsuit and goes, and why would I pick such a flattering outfit to wear if I were lying? I mean, I know it does show off my lines, but... No, it's comfortable.
Yapa looks at his at a wristwatch that he has. And goes, looks like it's about time.
Best seat in the house.
All right. Are you all ready?
Myra walks over and just grabs onto his arm if he'll allow it, just to hold on.
All right. Well, you might want to sit down.
She will then do so.
Yeah. All right. Good thing I had them install little handbars here. I think they got they got the idea that a lot of people would like to sit and watch, but yeah.
I look over at Alfred in sudden horrified realization. If you were going to blow up something, when would you do it?
When there was a lot of explosions going on.
We should hurry.
Yeah.
What?
Mask the noise.
We must run. I'm really sorry, y'all, but we have to go.
All right. Be careful on the way down.
Wait, Yabo, listen, this is very important. Can you delay the fireworks by an hour?
Half
an hour.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll try.
Thank you very much, my friend. Hurry! Let me take off our run.
Yeah.
I guess I'll come back and we'll actually sit down. Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll follow. But
Yeah.
much more calmly.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Cassandra
Mike
basically
doesn't know what's going on.
You're clicking rapidly the button to go down.
Yeah, just dashes across the little thin beam without even thinking about it. Runs over to the elevator, slides in, mashing the hold button, door button for you all to get in, and then starts mashing the down button.
It's great.
You know, Doc, if you were in such a hurry to get down, we could have slid down the side.
Oh, hell, that would have been excellent. Oh well, next time.
Alfred just kind of puts his face in his hand. No, that was a really bad idea, Doc.
I don't know, it could be fun.
I mean, you
Maybe a parachute.
Yeah, but no. And Doc is kind of tapping her feet nervously as the elevator music plays. We slowly descend to the ground floor.
A smooth jazz.
Yeah.
So, why aren't we running?
Oh god, this music is so smooth. It's wonderful.
I'm just
Well-
sliding on my chair all over the place.
The doc is worried that the power plant might explode soon.
Oh, so yeah, I see why you're worried.
Our friend Baldrid, thank you, is planning on blowing up the STEM building. And if there was any time to blow up the STEM building, it would be during a fireworks
plant,
display.
Doc.
Yeah, power plant. Yes. In 3 days, he's going to blow up the power plant.
Dum, 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 dum.
Think.
Yeah.
So that means it's not happening tonight.
Or it might well be happening tonight. We need to find him and find him before the next fireworks display in order to cut him off. We don't know when it's going to happen, but it could happen literally any single night.
Doc, not that it's not a good idea to check on this, but we don't know that he's actually gotten the explosives.
Well, that's true, but we can't take that risk. If there's even a chance he's going to blow it up and possibly a good number of...
There's a reason why I ran after you, Doc, I agree. But there's probably a couple of other steps that he has to go ahead and figure out before he does this.
You're probably right, but...
Better safe than sorry, yeah, I get
Of
it.
course. And between the two of us, I think I'd rather be the one to stop him than put it in the hands of the authorities who may not be as sympathetically minded towards his plight.
Jeez.
Certainly something.
This elevator takes a long while.
Ding.
Ding. All right, here we are. Now let's go.
Dum, 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 dum.
And here I thought I was all done with PT.
Gosh.
Do 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 do. Yeah. So
Yeah, You're just basically sprinting.
we
towards
run out the
power.
door, run over towards where the hell would be the best place to go first? Probably the. Actually, what do you think? Hotel or the STEM building itself?
I thought it would be the power plant. Would be.
Power plant.
Yeah.
Sorry, power plant. Okay, power plant. Let's go.
I guess we're horses now.
We're jumping on some ponies and riding.
They have coconuts and they're just
They need to be together as we go.
I haven't ran after a woman this much since high school.
Yeah, Doc is appreciative of. Doc will remember that.
I love this romance that's happening.
Yeah,
This is cute. This is cute.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. I mean, you're like running. You run past the theater and the other places. Yeah, you run past some of the market. You run past the massive Clifford Entertainment Center.
Yeah.
And
run to the power plant. Bum bum
Mhm.
bum.
Unlike any of the other places where there seem to be people who are, some people who are at least walking towards the Delta building to go back home.
Yeah.
This place seems to be, still up and running.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Is there, any way to get to a high point that overlooks the area?
You were just at one.
No, I mean, closer to it, essentially.
The local area.
Doesn't seem like there is one.
Okay.
Lovely.
We
I
might.
wouldn't do for an elevated position. I'm going to roll a notice to see if I can spot Baldred.
I guess we all should. Probably.
Yeah. Wow, that's a fail. That's a fail.
26.
16.
Type your things in.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why did I have the group chat closed? I don't know. There we go.
It's because the way that images work in Skype now is that you have to exit images in a certain way.
Yeah, it's
No.
Don't open in a new tab.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to update Skype too. I'm just not seeing anything else that anyone puts into the chat. Balls.
That's
Well,
bad.
Fuck
Shame.
you, Sky.
you hopefully
Wait,
won't
wasn't
keep-
that a thing that Zombie had?
Yeah.
You couldn't see the chat for a while, and then he just reinstalled Skype, and it was a newer version.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lovely.
Dodo Internet.
There's they changed the application to a inbuilt one for Windows.
What did Bobby?
But
What did
What
what am
Bobby?
I rolling?
Yes.
Notice.
4.
Rolling a notice.
Notice. 10 and a 7, so 27.
Okay.
Jeez.
So while the two ladies don't see anything, both Eagle Eye and Bobby spawn what looks to be a person standing in front of the main door to the power place. It's kind of silhouetted because there's light coming out of the power place, but you know that there is someone there.
It's so dark out here. Ah.
Okay, that's either a guard or catastrophe.
Oh, what's the matter? Oh.
Oh.
Let's keep moving.
Yes, shall we? Walking.
That's the one.
I can just imagine like a cartoon where you're all like picking up the bush together and walking. Like
Roll sneak.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna roll sneak.
Yeah, I got sneaking. I got sneak in my blood.
Okay, what
Sneak.
sneak plus?
Not good at this, but she can try.
Sneak is sneak plus agility.
Oh, okay.
I have 26.
4 in the house.
Not wise.
In the house.
Sing it to me, baby.
I'm just gonna wait for everyone else to put their actually doing checks in, and then I'm just gonna put mine in.
Oh, Lord.
Everyone put in your things.
Okay, so I rolled a 20 on the dice.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah. It's a,
Don't you roll it again if you get 2 10s?
no, you wouldn't be able to succeed even with a perfect roll.
Okay, well, it's 27 then.
Yeah.
Alright, so what does Bobby roll?
Bobby Briggs
Calculating.
in the house. So technically, like, yeah, if even that good of a roll still reveals Defrog, he's able to roll again at a +5 to it.
Okay. Oh my god, Wingman.
Whoa.
Well, it's not really wingman, it's just that mine has 4 agility and no stealth.
Wow.
And I'm on the 2.
Okay, Winter, let me tell you right now.
Perfect.
Let me tell you right now. This person rolled an 11 on seeing you, and only sees you. You actually hear the voice of a woman come from the silhouette. Hey, you! What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just, I was expecting to see someone else here, to be honest.
Who are you?
My name is Mai Takahari.
Can you step out of the shadow?
Sure.
More out of the
Yes.
shadow.
Takes a few more steps.
A little more. My goodness. Why are you
Moves
insisting on?
into the light.
Okay, finally. Ugh. I had to strain really hard to see you. Ugh. Anyway, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, April. Yeah. Gosh, what is your name?
Like I said, my name is Mai Takahari.
Okay, you are new here.
Yes, I am.
You know what building this is, right?
I have heard that this is the generator of the power.
Why did you say it like that?
Because it felt cool.
What the heck?
So, with the rolls that we have, can we sneak up behind her?
I mean, she's right up against the door. It would be
Okay.
a bit
Just sneak
hard.
around her then. Do
Yeah.
do. Do.
Grab
It
the
was-
cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
It was just about to check up and sort of lock things up.
Oh, I see. I was just kind of exploring. I'm sorry for intruding.
Yeah, do you normally hide in bushes while exploring?
At
I
this,
would-
Alfred
I
is going to
totally
pop
hate
out of
bushes.
a bush and go, only when people have guns and might try and shoot me, really.
Ah! Oh my goodness. What the heck is... Okay, so you are not alone. Okay.
No, I was.
Look,
being
look,
able to-
here's the deal. We think that a serial escapee might be trying to blow up this building.
Oh my gosh, Beltred.
Yeah. Is this normal?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Not
mean,
an
well,
emergency.
he hasn't blown up the building yet. He normally just shuts off the power and goes in.
Well, I step out of the bushes as well. We have reason to believe that this time might be different.
Well then.
Also, your security is not exactly superb.
You'd say that.
Yes, actually, I would.
Considering he's gone through once.
Also, considering the fact that all three of us just came out of that bush.
Fine. Okay, well... She grabs some keys and locks the door. They will contact for some guards to be stationed here. How about that?
That would be
Work?
very nice. We are rather worried about what might happen here.
I understand. You probably shouldn't pay too much mind, though.
Look, as much as I'd love to keep my nose clean and just not get involved, we have reason to believe that he's going more aggressive this time than he has in the past, and people could get hurt if you underestimate his commitment. I strongly
We'll see.
encourage you to take this seriously.
Well, if he is going to blow it up, I would assume that he would try and do it when he's shift on the power place.
I mean, that would make sense.
Right?
So, wait. He's a known flight risk. He often works to sabotage the power plant or turn the power off at the very least. And you give him shifts at the power plant?
He is that predictable.
I'm,
Aw, that's kind of sad.
I don't know what's more depressing, the fact that he is that hopeless or the fact that this place is so complacent that it would allow this sort of thing to continue even though it poses an active risk to the people who work here.
Look, I don't know if you're in science or not.
I am, actually. Thank you for noticing.
Well, as a science woman myself, when you have enough experience with enough patterns, you can see that the data shows that he's going to do very similar things no matter what.
No.
Does that go for everyone?
What do you mean?
Like, I know that he's done this a number of times, but people in general here, do people continually do similar things?
No. Not really. Mostly those that try and escape.
He's not the only one?
I mean, yes, but some of them have gotten reckless enough to where they
Oh,
wouldn't that resent a variation in the pattern that could result in someone like Boulders ending up causing this sort of problem?
Not sure. But either way, I'm sure it's fine for now. Just don't think about it too much. Don't overthink about it. If you really want to, I can give you a tour before you get assigned whatever position you get. I can give you a tour here. You can look around. You can, make sure he's not doing anything.
That's quite all right, miss. I think we'll go and simply not worry about this somewhere else.
Okay. I mean, after this, I was going to head back to the Clifford building and she makes the symbol for drinking alcohol.
Yeah. Fair
But
enough.
anyway.
So there are bars.
Well, then I guess I can find a place that has my actual talents.
Would you like to mix me a drink?
I could definitely do so.
Good. I'm really fucking tired.
Like May is basically fried from Futurama, just like, I escaped my dead-end life working at a bar that I hated and serving alcohol to people in a unfulfilling way. Now I'm here in this mystical, fantastic universe where I've been assigned to work as a bartender. Hooray!
Well, I mean, she doesn't know too much more, but yeah.
That's such a Futurama thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll give you some free time on the entertainment system.
Oh, I see.
It's fine. Anyway, yeah. I need to make the call for the guards anyway there, so... You want to follow me, or do you want to go back to Delta building and go sleep for now?
Go and try to find Boulders. I'm still worried about him.
Alright, well, after you find him, swing by, and we can go, party, and all that.
Well, thank you, but perhaps not now.
Alright. She starts walking away.
Alfred frowns at the dock. What do you got in mind?
I want to find him and just at the very least talk to him. I feel like everyone's ignoring his problems. Everyone's treating him like he's like a puppy that's misbehaving and just needs to be taught to eventually do better. But if he keeps on having his memory erased, he's never going to change. He's never going to stop doing what he keeps on doing. Or at the very least, he's going to apparently keep escalating until someone gets seriously hurt. It's time someone actually talked to him, actually told him what was going on, and helped him find a healthier, safer way of going about this.
Okay, so where do you think he is?
That, I have no idea. Hopefully the hotel, but after that, I couldn't say.
How long did it take us to get over here?
Not very long, actually.
Okay.
This isn't the biggest city in the world.
Yeah. Well, we still have some time before the fireworks, I guess.
Mm-hmm. By the judgment, it's like 15 or 20 minutes, so you could just sit there for like 10 minutes or whatever and wait for the fireworks.
That sounds pleasant.
Might as well.
Do you want to keep a watch?
I suppose. Not that, not that 15 minutes will make much difference either way, I suppose.
Yeah. You sit down, all of you, overlooking at the arch, as when the time hits, you suddenly hear the first crackle of fireworks, and then sudden roar of fireworks as the sky begins to light up, almost like an aurora borealis sort of deal, except with explosions.
And less steamed ham.
God damn it.
You dated this.
Hey, Anyway, yeah. So watch the fireworks. Like, it's really quite something. This city.
Yeah, it is.
Shame that. It seems that human nature seems to just keep going. Even in a place like this. Beautiful surroundings, wonderful technology, infinite possibilities, and people just decide to go ahead and try and blow it up.
Well, he hasn't yet.
True, but what does it say about us that we come to a place like this and people just try to run away, get themselves killed, mind wipe each other, do horrible things because we're never satisfied.
I'd say it says exactly what you just said right there. We're never satisfied.
I suppose you're right.
Though, it seems like people have been able to figure out a certain level of contentment with this place.
I hope we can. I really do. It would be nice to just settle down in a place like this and be able to live and study and drink and do all the other things that we couldn't back in our own times and in our own homes.
He points over to her. Hey, you were the one who said you didn't want to go and drink with the lady.
Well, I feel a little obligated to try and help out, our erstwhile friend before we try and get absolutely foolish.
Just not too foolish, all right?
So you guys were used to not being able to do stuff in your time period?
Well, personally, no, not really. Life for a woman in the...
Isn't that right? Said, man, you're so used to not being able to do stuff. Says the white man from the 1930s.
So, well, I mean, like, I'm from the 1930s, and not only that, I was, a guy who basically did whatever I wanted anyway.
Yeah, but you're that kind of guy speaking to two women from time periods that were very restrictive on women.
Yeah.
Being able to do anything.
And a former soldier, and like a soldier in the Vietnam War, like not a group of people with a grand history of being
Not a lot of freedom when it comes to that.
Right, but I'm post-suffrage movement, like.
Wait.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we got the right
Let's
to vote
not get
in the
into
20s.
it.
Anyway.
point
Yeah.
is being
Into
that, yes, no, we didn't exactly have all those opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand the never satisfied bit, though.
Do you think you could be satisfied in a place like this, Bobby? You don't seem like
I
the settling
haven't found
kind.
any. I'm not the settling kind, but then again, it's I haven't really found an opportunity to do anything yet.
Well, this seems to be a city of opportunities. I mean, you get a job no matter who you are based off your own skills.
there we
That
go.
has to be satisfying to some degree.
I'm very
Keep in
Marxian.
mind- Keep in mind, if your skills are worthwhile enough to get you a specific position.
Yeah.
Isn't that right,
Yes.
bartender? Or should I say bellhop?
Should I say future bellhop?
Hey!
Put on a bartender's cap and a bellhop's fez.
Just stack them.
You know what else I'm gonna miss?
Hmm?
Horses.
Horses.
Yeah. I mean, this place, he waves at it, it's so small, there's no really open land. I grew up on a ranch. Actually, come to think of it, just riding across the land, that might have been what got me wanting to go fast enough that I became a pilot.
How is that? Flying, I mean.
He smiles. You remember that wind up there on the arch? He points up to where the fireworks are still coming from.
She smiles. Yes, I do.
Okay, that's the wind that you get when you're moving kind of slow and hanging out from behind the windscreen. When you're really ripping along, it just batters you. You're going, something like 160 knots. Got to be over 60 knots, or else you're gonna get a bullet in your gut. And you're right down on top of the trees, and they're just zipping by, and everything is just this wash of green that's just stretched out by the speed. And you're looking down there and trying to see what doesn't fit. You're trying to see that angle that's there, because nature doesn't make right angles like that. You're trying to see where there's a cook fire, and you gotta spot it while you're moving at that speed, and it is the best thing. And then the jungle just erupts in tracer fire, and suddenly you're slammed down into the seat as you pull up and try and get away from that. And call in your guns, and
Make it sound
he
so
smiles.
fun.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. He points back up at the arch. I have a lot of respect for Yaba up there. I mean, I know he was fighting against us back when, but the infantry, they got it tough. My unit, we're air mobile, so we've got these infantry guys that get in transport helicopters, and they fly out to prosecute what we find. It's tough.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I remember this time when one of our units was pinned down, and just for the entire day, we kept on running flights there to try and go ahead and give them enough support, but they, for whatever reason, they just absolutely wanted our men. They were not letting them go. And our unit commander at the time, this crazy bastard, goes in a loach, and he drops plasma and blood so they can go ahead and, get first aid to this guy who's been hit, just so they can prolong his life long enough for us to be able to try and finally get the armor up and break the encirclement, and so we can get these guys out of there. Actually, our leader, that was his third helicopter that day. He kept on getting them shot down.
Good God.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a
And we
miracle.
just circle in a hunter-killer team. Oh. Then there was the time we were up in Burma, and I shit you not, we caught the Viet Cong's pay for the month.
You stole their wages.
Yes! For the month, they were so pissed off. Because Dark Horse came in and we stole their money.
She kind of leans a little bit closer to you, and as she laughs, like, that's incredible. Your life is amazing.
You find, even in the darkest times, you find things. You find comradeship. You find those things that make you laugh. You find that excitement.
Yeah, she's like just smiling now and gets a little bit closer. I admire your worldview. That tenacity and that sense of optimism.
Yeah, well, I'm not the optimist here.
Well, I think you underestimate yourself.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, she kind of like suddenly realizes just how close she's gotten to you and backs off. Like, yes, we should. Speaking of optimism, we should probably go and find Baldric and try and imparted
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and take another little look around. Yeah. Make sure he didn't sneak in while we took a look at everything.
Yes.
So, something is bothersome about this place. I don't know exactly what it is.
Well, if we knew, then we could help you a bit. But this place seems to kind of be a utopia of some sorts.
But then why are people attempting to leave?
Well, as far as we know, it's just really the one and a few to actually get close. It is not the overwhelming majority, and considering how we were brought in here, it's not surprising that a few people want to go back.
I mean, sure. Don't get me wrong, but the thing that seems to bother me as much as it does was, back when I was around, we had, in my time period, you'd see things like bootlegging and stuff like that all over the place. You'd see minor crimes, but it seems to me that the only one that we keep hearing about is people trying to escape. It's like either you want for nothing or you want for freedom.
Wanting for nothing does not seem to be my perspective on it. Well, wanting to have security of this place. This place, there are so few, they control gunpowder and everything so much. There is very little violence from what I've seen in all of this, which is kind of astonishing from back in my time, where it was really common. I kind of like there not being a bunch of small crimes. I mean, Prohibition only made people want to drink more.
That's true. Though, speakeasies were easy targets, I can tell you that much.
Easy targets for what?
Acquisitions. They wouldn't report the stolen money.
Well, of course not.
Yeah.
If they could, then... Well, if they did, then that would be illegal.
Right. Reporting stolen money from an illegal enterprise is not exactly what one would call advisable. But, no, small crimes like, I don't know,
Tax evasion.
oh wait. That's not what. But I'm talking about the small stuff, smoking in places you're not supposed to smoke. Though I guess, actually, my character would know nothing about that because they didn't have that back then.
Yeah.
But not walking on grass when it says to keep off the lawn. It's minor rule breaking, not like anything serious. The victimless crimes.
I think I understand what you're trying to say, but I think in the end it's better this way. But if we agree to disagree, that's a completely fair opinion.
Then again, I don't think the BOI will be coming after me, so I guess that's a good thing.
If you say so.
You hear footsteps. Soft, cushy ones, but footsteps.
I'm going to assume those are the Michelin men.
Yes. two of the very large guards are walking towards your towards where you're at, or not specifically towards you, but towards the tower building.
Yeah.
I suppose
Get
that's
the
a
impression you should.
That's,
You should get the impression that you should probably get a little bit away from them.
I guess
Well,
this is our
that's
cue to leave.
Yeah, let's go find. Let's go and find our missing man.
To the hotel.
To the hotel.
Dun, 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 dun.
We go and actually we go to the front desk first.
The same lady is there. She is fucking. You can tell she's a bit tired here.
Yeah. Hello. Do you know if Baldrich is still on shift?
Aldred.
Baldrin is still on shift.
Oh, Baldrin. I think so. Yeah, he's doing the last few of his deliveries for the night. People
Excellent.
are ordering still, but yeah.
Alright, we need to go find him. Excuse me.
I think the last one was on the 3rd floor.
Thank you very much. And then, running off.
Yeah,
following.
You make your way up to
the.
You make your way up to the 3rd floor, running through the fucking halls until you find an open door.
You knock on the door.
Well, the door's open.
Well, yeah, just to let the person know we're coming in, so it's not like.
Yeah,
Right.
you hear a grown man's voice from inside.
Excuse me, sir. May we come in?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. We pile in the room.
Yeah. You remember that this is this seems to be a second room, where the man who you saw on the first floor, the guy who had that child with him, the child and the other lady, him and the same lady seem to be in this room on the 3rd floor. Bit weird, but
Oh, hello. Terribly sorry. We were looking for Baldred.
oh yeah, he's in the bathroom.
Oh, does he live here or?
No, he's delivering our food. He
Oh,
just had to go to the bathroom.
of course, of course.
Yeah, the cart is right there, and it has some pretty fucking nice ass stuff. Something that you would probably have on a fancy date. Some kind.
Oh, this is a
Oh,
very
no.
nice meal you have there. I hope you enjoy it.
Another thing you notice, specifically because you're from that time period, the wife is wearing one of those what is it, nightgowns that are fairly revealing.
Oh yeah, I'm like looking anywhere but at her. Like, oh dear. Lovely night. Hey, what?
Tug on the collar.
What are you doing here, by the way?
We're just here to see Baldred. Nothing else besides that. Just here to see him. We, just.
Yeah, Alfred puts his hands on Doc's shoulder. Come on, let's wait for him in the hall.
That's a good idea. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Did you? Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Yeah,
Stay in there.
yes. I'm getting the fuck out.
Okay.
Goodbye.
The lady was like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that more than just other couples other than us stayed on the 3rd floor for special nights.
Oh, God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So out in the hallway, Doc Thorne is just bright red. He's like, right. Well, we'll just wait for Baldred right here then. Out in the hallway.
We probably should have done that from the beginning once we saw his cart, but anyway.
Probably would have been a good idea, but we didn't do that. No, we walked in on, and they thought They thought we were couples. Oh, what a joyous situation, though.
Interesting fashion choice.
Tell me about it. She's, from my time, it seems.
Alfred raises an eyebrow at you.
It's a fashion choice that certain young ladies went with at around the time that I was, look, not that I'm saying that I ever, obviously, I'm just saying that
Yes.
people have these outfits, and there's not. Look, they are a happily married couple, and whatever they are clearly wanted to do in the privacy of their own home is entirely on them, and it's wonderful that they're doing that, and
See, what I don't get is why, if they were planning to do that, did they just say, come in, come in?
yeah, like that bright red is just like now just like fire truck red.
Okay.
Maybe they
Rolling.
wanted some company.
I think that's entirely unlikely to be what they were actually asking after, and even if they were, that would be.
He pats her on the back.
Yes, indeed.
Baldred
Mike is
comes out
clearly
with
holding back a bag of laughs.
Yeah. Baldred comes out of the room with a now empty cart and waves goodbye to them before closing the door. Obviously, he hasn't noticed you, but then he turns his head and he's like, "Oh,
Baldred!
I?
Yes!
Uh,
Yes!
What are you doing on the lover's floor?"
This is. We came to talk to you. We had to come and find you to have a word with you because
On the lover's floor.
on the floor, third floor, that is the floor that we are currently on, of course. In order,
I thought the other cart of food was coming in.
what?
That's why
No,
That's why I thought they were saying hello. Like, did you?
just us.
Okay.
We're here professionally and non scandalously to have a word with you about information that came to light to us recently, well, after we parted company with you.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Professionally?
Yes.
We don't have jobs yet.
We had. Look. Here, Baldred.
Uh-huh.
The picture you
Got it right this time.
Yes, Baldred. Thank you.
The more flustered she is, the better she gets with names.
Look, Baldred. The thing you took from the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
It's a picture of your sister, isn't it?
He pulls a picture out from his his back pocket, and there you see a little brown-haired girl, and yeah.
Do you know why I know that?
No.
Because this isn't the first time you've stolen that picture.
Oh. What?
This isn't the first time you've broken into the mayor's office to try to work on a plan to escape. This isn't the first time you've tried to escape.
What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is your plan. It's failed. It's already failed. Numerous times.
Done.
He kind of just collapses and sits down in the hall.
She kneels next to him. We learned that you've been trying to escape for several years now. You've kept failing and having your memories of your previous attempts erased. Everything you're doing right now, it's just setting yourself up for another failure. Your plan to, bomb the power plant, it's just...
Bomb?
That's what you said.
What?
In your own words.
I didn't say bomb.
Like, blow up.
Did I?
Yes, Baldur, your memories have been altered, have been tampered with. People are... What you're doing, everything you're doing now, it's all part of a loop. You're only hurting yourself by doing it.
He looks down at the photo of the young girl.
They've let you keep trying. I don't know why. Maybe they think it's a kindness. Maybe they think that, you trying over and over again makes it easy enough to control you. But all you're doing right now is hurting yourself and ensuring that you're never going to see your sister again like this.
How I ever see her again, anyways, though?
I'm afraid the possibilities are extraordinarily remote. And your best efforts to try and subvert that are only going to get you hurt.
He seems to be stuck in thought.
Alfred's actually going to walk up at that point. He taps at the photo.
Yeah.
Back when I was in country, you could have memories like that. And they were important.
Mm-hmm.
But everything that wasn't in country, that was the world. That wasn't where you were. He points at the picture again. That's a link to who you are.
Yeah.
But this is in country.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, I know. It's a shit sandwich.
Yeah, I put a hand on his shoulder. You don't need to keep trying and putting yourself through this hell of constantly hoping you're about to succeed and then just find yourself exactly where you started.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, and frankly, I'd rather see you join us and find a better, more meaningful way than being pitied by the people of the city and treated like a nuisance.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry for all of this.
Not your fault.
Yeah, shakes her head.
I genuinely
It's all right. You're,
genuinely thought I could
but
I guess I it's like what you said. I've already failed.
She, slides a arm around his back and sits down next to him and kind of pats him awkwardly. Listen, this is difficult for you, I know, and I know right now you probably want to just give up and stop trying altogether, but
Yeah.
we could use someone like you. Good man, a good friend, someone who can help make all of this go a little easier.
Out-driven just shows it's just a good quality to have.
If this city is going to be our home, why not try our best, use that same drive, that same energy to try and make it the best possible home it can be?
I guess.
There are people like you in the city, people who have no hope or who have banked everything on a false hope. And I think that together we can change that. We can help people pull themselves out of their delusions and their dreams and their depressions and forge together a better city, better society.
All right. He, even though he was like tearing up, he hadn't actually shed tears yet, but he seems to like suck them up and lifts his head. Thank you. Like,
Of course. Hey, we're all in this together, aren't we?
yeah. He suddenly hugs you.
Yeah, and she kind of awkwardly hugs him back. Like, it's like, I'm glad you're...
Alfred is going to catch her eyes over Baldred's shoulder and smile.
She smiles a little
Smirk,
awkwardly.
really.
He realizes how long he was hugging her for, and finally backs away. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's nice to be appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying to set up a practice here. Suppose
I'll vouch for you. I'll vouch for you.
And if you ever need anything at all, I hopefully am going to be there to help anyone and everyone who needs it.
Yeah, I think the mayor will be in his office tomorrow morning. If you want to go talk to him.
That's a good idea. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Really, thanks.
Yeah. She kind of pats him on the shoulder and gives him the best comforting smile she can.
Yeah, but thanks all of you, by the way. I even going along with my crazy plan for a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, hell. Personal fault time.
Oh boy.
What is it?
The world's a great big joke, and I'm going to tell it. Well, it helped that we didn't know that it was crazy at the time.
Oh. There's like...
Yeah.
Seriously, though, dude. In country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lord.
He stands up, rubs his eyes, and grabs the cart. I'll see all of you tomorrow.
I look forward to seeing you then.
You already know where your place is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
We walk out.
Yeah.
Head back
Get
to
off the
our-
lovers' hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And presumably go back to the room.
Oh yeah. You go back to your room.
As they walk down the hall, I wonder how much it costs to book one of these rooms.
The low price of nothing.
Nothing. It's
Just-
free.
It's free. You're basically just illegally staying in someone else's place that hasn't been filled yet. So that's kind of it. Yay! Anyway,
Free.
you make your way into the room, out of the window, which, by the fact that this is a fucking that this is not on the edge of the pyramid, and B, if it was on the edge of the pyramid, the window should be slanted. This is weird, right? So the fireworks have stopped at this point.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, also this is the first time that both Bobby and Mai have seen their plays.
Well, we were briefly rushed through it, but yeah.
Not Bobby, no.
I
I don't think Mai was with
I thought we talked. Yeah, whatever. Let's go with
talked
it.
about it.
Yeah, we talked about
Remember,
it. That's right.
you got lost going around.
That's
And then
right.
Bobby was too busy breaking into the mayor's office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems like a pretty nice place for 4.
Oh, yes, it's very nice. I don't know if Bobby, you're used to a higher class of living.
Well, not really. Spent a lot of time, hiding. But, once or twice. No, you gotta understand there weren't many places that were very nice when I come from. America just had some rather tumultuous years as far as the economy is concerned.
That's right, we skipped the Great Depression.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
did.
wonderful.
I completely jumped shit on the Great Depression.
Oh,
Keep in
you're
mind-
from the 1920s, right?
Yeah, 1923.
Oh yeah, I guess we just got
you
the
still
beginning
think
of it.
you still think things are great.
Yeah.
You can take as much credit.
Yeah, it's still the
as you
roaring
want.
20s for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take as much credit as you want, and there's no consequences.
Yeah.
Man, the stock market is doing great.
I can't wait.
This small downturn will be fine.
Go from the sparkling nation that it was when I was around to being some sort of hellhole.
Yeah, 6 years until.
Oof.
I don't know, but I heard it was it was a bunch of people from New York ended up doing us in. Stupid stock market.
Well, that's lovely. Knowing that people from
But-
my home city.
Other than that, I was from Indiana, so it took a while for us to get hit really hard. Most of us lived on farms and whatnot. Pretty much the only jobs available were those in the military.
Well, these military people, yay!
Yeah, so many military.
Actually, during that time frame, they weren't available in the military. The U.S. did not have a very large standing army.
Man, the military.
That's true, But there were still people who, there were still people who were there. Like they didn't have a large standing army, but there still was one. So like there were jobs to be had there, but
aside from the movies.
Keep in mind, this was before Eisenhower basically made the U.S. actually have a large standing military force, as opposed to like today, where there's just always one forever.
Anyway. But aside from politics, what rooms are y'all staying in? Because there's only 3. Each with 1 bed.
Well, I feel like the only fair way of deciding this is some sort of vote or democratic process.
Some kind of I'm going with Alfred. No.
Some kind of vote or democratic process, or grab this guy by the collar and yank him into this room.
or I'm just going to like awkwardly shuffle over and grab one of Alfred's did you take off your shoes when you entered the place? When you enter the room, the apartment.
Yeah, I guess he would go ahead and unlace the boots.
Oh yeah, so she just starts going I don't know. I mean, we have to really figure out a democratic process. She takes her dress and throws in one of the rooms. Was there a vote or some sort of grabs Alfred's shoes? System of working this out in a fair and equitable manner. Tosses the shoes in. Oh look, both our clothes are in that one room. I suppose we should probably just take that one.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Well, I guess I get a room to myself. That's nice.
Look, you make Robert. You did good shit.
I thought you said there were 3 rooms, so it's good.
There are. That's what I'm saying. If there's only 4 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is fuck you, bank robber. You don't get this body tonight.
No. I didn't hear all of it. Good.
So, curious, is there paper in my room?
Well, it depends on which room that Mai takes. Is she taking one of the side rooms?
Sure.
All right, then you have the room that's connected to the rest of the place, like the kitchen, all that.
Mm-hmm. Is there paper in it?
I mean, yeah. This is fully stocked with basically everything you need.
Then I'm gonna start using what is still known as the lamb method, and starting to just mark down where I've seen the most security throughout the day.
All right. Most is a STEM building. The second most was really just the power place. I except only after you asked the lady Danielle if she could get more security there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you haven't really seen much of the other places, but the places, the hotel and the Arch don't have very much security there.
Okay. Also, would it be possible, because I didn't make note of what my my flaw and personality thing were, would it be possible to make this my what are they called? Personality thing, the flaw, and what's the other one?
Personal goal.
The personal goal and the personal flaw.
Yeah. Personal flaw would be plan and escape, maybe execute it.
That's not really a flaw.
That sounds more like a goal than a flaw.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, the goal, not the flaw.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can make that your personal goal.
Awesome. So that would go into it. I'll let
I mean, you could make your fault where you're basically a kleptomaniac and you have to steal something if you're around something that you see valuable. See as valuable.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Nice.
Which I guess would be the firework thing already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright.
That'll be cool.
Nice.
Nice. Well, I feel as though this would be a great place to stop for now, especially since we'd be going for like 3 hours.
Well, I'm going for like 2.5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 hours 20 minutes or so.
Well, yeah. I would say that we could take a little break and then continue, but since this is supposed to be a big, huge block.
I mean, I can have a load 2 in a day. It's just like the one difficulty is the computer repair stuff that needs to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the question: do you think there's enough left in the game for another full session, or do you think it'd be better to just wrap it up in a?
Well, it depends. If you want to continue the, if y'all want to continue the, continue adventuring around.
No, I'm pretty much good. I just want to set up my clinic, and that's basically like everything I wanted to accomplish accomplished.
Fair.
Unless the other players have things they still want to accomplish.
I think mine can...
Not enough data available, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all
I'm
my
going to
goals
break
can be
out our friend Baldred.
He's not in jail. He's...
No, I mean, break him out.
Okay.
Cycle? Well,
I just got done getting him to be better and like working on improving. Fine, whatever. Fine. Like I guess we'll continue with the inter-party fucking struggle.
The thing that you guys, the way you just described what he's been going through, made my character realize this is a fucking prison.
Okay, so
yes, we've got more.
We've got more. We've got a inter-party conflict to end the city of Mobius arc with. So I guess we'll catch you guys next time. Whether that be in the next episode, in next week, or in the next episode, we will decide during a little break. Till then, take care, everybody. See you next time.